Inside a cozy home, Mother Goat showers her kid with affection, grooming its fur as sunlight streams through the window. She shares tales of caution and obedience, her voice a soothing melody in the sunlit room. You must only open the door to me. Remember my voice and my white feet. Her words echo with motherly love and a hint of warning. With a loving gaze, Mother Goat reminds her kid, it's important to be cautious and obedient. Deep in the forest, the Mother Goat searches for sustenance, unaware of the lurking danger. Hidden among the trees, a wolf watches, its eyes gleaming with hunger. The wolf overhears the mother's instructions, its malicious intent growing. The camera captures the wolf's predatory gaze, a chilling display of cunning and hunger. The wolf approaches the goat's home, its voice dripping with false sweetness, attempting to imitate the mother goat's gentle tone. Inside, the little kid cautiously approaches the door, peering through a crack, its eyes filled with doubt and fear. The wolf, noticing the darkness of its paws, swiftly conceals them, covering them with white mud in a deceptive act. Little one, it's me, your mother. Open the door, the wolf calls, its voice a chilling imitation. The kid hesitates, then unlocks the door. The wolf explodes into the room, its disguise falling away to reveal sharp teeth and cruel eyes. A flurry of movement and shadows fills the air. A brief, desperate struggle ensues. The goat's home stands empty and violated. The mother goat returns, her voice echoing with maternal warmth as she calls out, "Kid, where are you?" Silence engulfs her as she steps into the home, a chilling dread gripping her heart. Her eyes fixate on a horrifying detail, two small white feet protruding from the chimney. A cozy house nestles at the edge of a dense forest, where Mother Goat gathers her 7 playful kids under the dappled sunlight. My dear children, listen closely. The wolf is out there, and he is very cunning, Mother Goat warns, her voice gentle, yet firm. Mother Goat continues, he will try to trick you with his deep voice and disguise himself. Do not open the door to anyone, unless you see my white feet and hear my gentle voice, she instructs, her gaze earnest. In the cozy goat house, innocent kid goats play under the sun's gentle warmth. A sudden darkness silences their play, as a shadow falls across the window. A gruff voice shatters the quiet. Open the door, my dear children. Your mother is home. It's me, your mother. I've brought you treats from the market. The wolf explodes into the house, his disguise shattered, revealing the monstrous predator beneath. Panic erupts as the kids flee, their innocent cries swallowed by the predator's insatiable hunger. In a desperate bid for survival, the youngest vanishes into the grandfather clock, seeking refuge in its depths. Sated with his gruesome feast, the wolf departs, leaving behind a scene of utter devastation. Mother Goat comes home to find her house in chaos. The youngest kid crawls out of the grandfather clock, his body shaking. Mother Goat's eyes widen with grief, then harden with rage as she listens to the story. Together, they venture into the dense forest, following the heavy snores. In the serene forest clearing, the wolf sleeps soundly under the shade of a tree, his belly full. Mother Goat instructs, fetch scissors, needle, and thread. With precise care, Mother Goat cuts open the wolf's belly. One by one, the 6 kids emerge unharmed. Then they fill the wolf's belly with stones and sew him up. Driven by thirst, the wolf approaches the well, his every step heavy with desperation. The stones beneath him betray his weight. He loses his footing. A splash echoes as he tumbles into the well, the cold water claiming him. The sound of the splash fades as Mother Goat and her 7 kids emerge, their joyous dance celebrating their hard-won safety. A mother goat and her 7 kids frolic joyfully in a sun-drenched meadow, unaware of the lurking danger. She warns her children, beware of the wolf while I am away. Do not open the door to anyone until I return. The kids respond in unison. We promise to obey, Mother. The goat's house is now bathed in silence and light, the mother gone. The quiet is broken by a sinister shadow as the wolf appears at the door. The wolf tries to deepen his voice. My dear children, it is I, your mother. Open the door. I have brought treats from the market. The wolf extends a paw through the window, its whiteness contrasting sharply with his fur. Innocence betrays caution, and 6 of the kids reach for the latch, their doom sealed. The wolf lunges, and the room is filled with a horrifying cacophony as the 6 kids vanish into his gaping maw. The mother goat bursts into the clearing, her eyes darting with fear. The 7th kid trembles as he recounts, He tricked us, Mother. He ate them all. Grief transforms into fierce resolve. The mother goat lowers her head, tracking the scent of the wolf, followed by the 7th kid. Beneath the sun-drenched meadow, the wolf lies snoring, his belly distended with his gruesome feast. An idea ignites in the mother goat's eyes as she urgently whispers a daring plan to the other goats. The mother goat and her kids cautiously approach the slumbering wolf. With careful precision, they slice open the wolf's belly, freeing the 6 kids. United, they fill the wolf's belly with heavy stones and sew it shut. The wolf awakens, parched, and stumbles towards the well, only to plunge to his doom. Weighed down by the stones, the wolf loses his balance, plunging into the well and disappearing from view. In a sun-drenched meadow, A mother goat lovingly watches her 7 playful children. The young goats chase each other, their joyful bleating echoing through the meadow. The mother goat's gaze follows her children, ensuring their safety in the warmth of the day. Framed by the sunlit doorway, mother goat stands, a silhouette of maternal concern. With firm yet gentle gestures, mother goat warns, "Do not open the door to anyone while I am away." Her voice lowers, a stark reminder. The wolf is dangerous. Remember his gruff voice and dark paws. The children, huddled together, their eyes wide with fear and curiosity, vow, "We promise to be careful." The click of the door echoes, sealing a promise and a looming threat. Under the sun, the wolf approaches the goat's humble home, plotting his deception. He attempts to deceive the innocent goat children by displaying his white paws under the door crack. Frustration mounts as the clever children recognize his deception, foiling his initial plan. With a mighty roar, the wolf shatters the door, unleashing his fury upon the defenseless goat children. Chaos fills the goat's home as the wolf devours 5 children. Terror reigns as only 2 remain hidden. His hunger sated, the wolf revels in his horrifying feast. The mother goat returns to her cottage, finding it in disarray. Her voice cracks. "Lily, Daisy, Clover, Buttercup, Snowdrop, where are you?" 2 small kids emerge from under a table, trembling. "Mama, it was terrible. The wolf. He ate them all. Every last one." The mother goat collapses, consumed by grief. Her cries echo across the meadow.
Under the scorching sun, a weary donkey trudges along a dusty road, weighed down by heavy sacks, each step a struggle against exhaustion. The donkey's greedy owner, a gaunt and stern man, whips him relentlessly. The donkey stumbles, his legs trembling under the immense weight. Despite his pain, the donkey perseveres, driven by years of loyal service. A donkey collapses, its journey ending on the unforgiving roadside. The owner's gaze is cold and calculating as he assesses the animal's fate. With a cruel resolve, the owner decides to skin the donkey, seizing profit from its demise. Beside the road, the owner begins to skin the donkey. A hidden compartment appears, revealing gold coins inside the donkey's body. His eyes widen in disbelief, then flood with regret. He realizes his greed has led him to kill the very creature that could have enriched him. Beside the still donkey, the owner sits amidst scattered gold, his despair deepening as sunset shadows stretch like accusing fingers. Overcome with sorrow, he weeps, the setting sun casting long shadows that mirror the darkness of his choices. His cries echo in the twilight, a mournful lament for his greed and the companion he has lost. Under the bright sun, Thomas and his donkey embark on their journey to the market, filled with hope for a successful day. The road stretches invitingly ahead, promising adventure and prosperity. Thomas and the donkey enter the village. The villagers' eyes follow them. "Look at that lazy Thomas, making the poor donkey do all the work." The villagers' disapproval hangs heavy in the air. Feeling the sting of their judgment, Thomas climbs onto the donkey's back. The donkey carries Thomas, its hooves clopping steadily on the cobblestone path. On the road, Thomas and his father encounter a group of travelers, their expressions judgmental as they watch Thomas on the donkey. The travelers express their disapproval. "Look at him, burdening that poor animal. It's a disgrace." Anxious to please, Thomas dismounts the donkey, now walking alongside his father. One traveler recognizes the animal. That's Barnaby, old Miller's stubborn beast. A group of women cross the bridge, their laughter floating in the air, directed towards Thomas, who walks beside his unburdened donkey. Thomas, visibly annoyed, looks around, his face hardening with determination. Thomas and the donkey strain, a symphony of grunts accompanying their struggle, as they attempt to hoist the unwilling animal onto Thomas' shoulders. The donkey slips, hooves flailing, and plunges over the bridge railing into the river below. Thomas stands frozen, his mouth agape in disbelief, as the woman's laughter turns to gasps of horror. Beside the serene river, Thomas stands motionless, his figure embodying sorrow as Barnaby lies still nearby. The weight of his actions crashes over Thomas as he sees Barnaby lying lifeless on the ground. A wave of understanding floods Thomas' eyes as he confronts the devastating consequences of his choices. With aching remorse, Thomas whispers, "I only wanted to do right by everyone, Barnaby. I'm so sorry." Under the scorching sun, a donkey trudges with heavy sacks, its labored breath punctuating the silence. A portly man sits indolently atop the load, lazily flicking a whip as the exhausted animal strains. The donkey's sweat glistens, a testament to its relentless struggle under the weight. Inside the dilapidated shack, the owner feasts, oblivious to the donkey's mournful cries outside. The donkey stands tethered, its plaintive cries unanswered as the owner retreats into the darkness of his shack. The donkey strains against the hill's cruel incline, its heavy load threatening to send it tumbling backward. Perched high, the owner's shouts echo harshly as a whip cracks through the air. The whip strikes, a sickening thud against the animal's worn hide, each lash a cruel demand. Exhaustion overwhelms the donkey. Its legs quiver with each step, the weight of the world bearing down. On a desolate rural road, a donkey collapses, its heavy burden adding to the tragedy. The owner falls hard, his initial fury quickly turning to concern as he sees the donkey's distress. "You stubborn beast! Get up!" The owner's harsh words give way to remorse as he sees the donkey's suffering. In a gesture of unexpected tenderness, He offers water and gentle comfort to the exhausted animal. In the expansive field, the donkey grazes peacefully as its strength returns. The owner watches, a vow of kindness and respect etched in his gaze.
Zola stares at the forest edge, her heart yearning for adventure beyond the endless savanna. Other zebras graze, their contentment contrasting with Zola's restless spirit. I wish I could explore beyond the savanna. Zola's voice carries a longing for the unknown. The forest holds many dangers, Zola, but it also holds wonders. Follow your heart, but be careful. Gija's words echo with both warning and encouragement. At the forest's edge, Zola cautiously ventures into the unknown, sunlight dappling through the canopy. The forest's sights and sounds engulf Zola, a stark contrast to the familiar savanna. Mika, a mischievous monkey, appears, ready to test Zola with tricks and games. Despite the initial deception, Mika transforms into Zola's unlikely guide, leading her deeper into the woods. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as Zola and Mika push through the undergrowth, determination etched on their faces. Barnaby, a grumpy badger, emerges from his burrow, his beady eyes glaring at the intruders. Watch where you are going. Zola responds with sincerity. We are so sorry, Mr. Badger, we did not mean to intrude. Mika adds, we will be more careful. They stumble upon Phaline, a lost fawn trembling with fear. Zola asks gently, oh, you poor thing, are you lost? Mika reassures the fawn. We will help you find your mother. Lost in the abyss of the dark cave, Zola trembles, her breath visible in the frigid air. Terror wraps around her as shadows mock her solitude, amplifying her deepest fears. A beacon of ancient wisdom appears as Professor Hoot emerges from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with ageless knowledge. Professor Hoot speaks with a profound voice. Fear is a formidable foe, Zola, but it resides only within you. Professor Hoot's eyes glow softly as he imparts guidance. Trust your instincts. They are your compass in this darkness. As dawn breaks, Zola steps out from the forest, carrying newfound wisdom back to the savanna. Family and Gigi rush toward Zola, their joy a vibrant welcome home. Zola shares tales of adventure, discovering that the greatest journey is the one within. In the dense forest, Shadow roams alone, his somber expression reflecting his solitary journey. Sunlight filters through the trees, casting long shadows that deepen his solitude. In a sunlit forest clearing, Shadow emerges, his presence stilling the air. Flicker, the fox, clumsily leaps for butterflies, his playful attempts ending in failure. Shadow observes Flicker's antics, a mixture of amusement and curiosity lighting his face. Shadow surveys the turbulent river, his apprehension rising with the crashing waves. Flicker's irrepressible excitement cuts through the tension. We can use that log. It's a bit of a balance beam, but we can do it. The log, a treacherous bridge, becomes their path forward, as Shadow's strength and Flicker's agility combine to conquer the rushing torrent. Triumphant, they emerge on the opposite bank, the taste of victory sweeter than the river's spray. As the storm rages outside, Shadow and Flicker huddle together in the cold, damp cave, seeking warmth and solace. Shadow, in a moment of vulnerability, reveals his past loneliness. Flicker speaks of his dreams of exploring the world. Shadow and Flicker reach the mountaintop, their long journey culminating in a breathtaking vista. They stand together, a testament to the enduring bond forged through shared trials and triumphs. In a vibrant forest, a massive buffalo falls victim to a hunter's trap, its panic escalating with each desperate thrash. Surrounded by the sounds of nature, the buffalo's struggle intensifies, his wild thrashing echoing through the trees. Exhaustion overtakes terror as the snare holds firm, each failed attempt draining the buffalo's strength. Leo, a majestic lion with a golden mane, strides into the clearing, his presence commanding attention. His gaze sharpens, locking onto the buffalo with predatory intent. He notices the snare digging into the buffalo's leg, his expression shifting with newfound concern. Compassion dawns in his eyes as he recognizes the buffalo's suffering. Leo approaches the trapped buffalo with caution, his eyes assessing the snare's intricate design. Understanding dawns as he begins to sever the ropes with fierce determination. The buffalo watches in stunned silence, sensing the lion's unexpected act of kindness. Leo collapses from his strenuous effort to free Boomy. Boomy stands unsteadily, testing his legs after being freed. Boomy looks at Leo, a gentle nudge conveying gratitude. At the forest's edge, Leo and Boomy stand together, an unlikely friendship forged in mutual protection. In the distance, a hunter observes with mounting frustration, his presence a silent threat to their newfound peace. Leo and Boomy exchange a knowing glance, silently pledging to defend each other against any threat. The camera pans across a majestic, ancient forest, sunlight filtering through towering trees. The forest is silent and still, exuding a sense of timeless wisdom. A tiny mouse, barely visible, scurries across the forest floor, searching for food. The contrast between the forest's grandeur and the mouse's smallness is immediately apparent. The mouse, named Pip, is inside his cozy nest, made of leaves and twigs. He's diligently gathering seeds and berries, preparing for the coming winter. He hears a faint rustling outside and cautiously peeks out, his whiskers twitching. Pip discovers a small sapling struggling to grow, its roots choked by weeds. He realizes the forest is suffering. Despite his size, Pip begins to tirelessly clear the weeds one by one. The forest seems to respond to his efforts, a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves above. As autumn arrives, the forest transforms into a kaleidoscope of colors. Pip continues his work, now joined by other small creatures inspired by his dedication. The forest thrives, vibrant and healthy. The camera focuses on Pip, a tiny hero in a vast, grateful world. The forest is covered in a blanket of snow, silent and peaceful. Pip, nestled safely in his nest, looks out at the winter wonderland. He knows he played a part in preserving its beauty.
In the verdant jungle clearing, Mika swings freely through the canopy, a stark contrast to the grounded Econ below. Econ lumbers below, his great bulk a testament to his enduring strength, yet he struggles to reach the fruit hanging above. Mika pauses, curiosity sparkling in his eyes as he watches Econ's efforts from his perch. Econ strides into the swift river, his immense form battling the relentless current. On the bank, Mika tests the treacherous rocks with agile caution. I guide Econ, gesturing towards the safest passage through the surging waters. A wildfire threatens the jungle, smoke filling the air as shadows stretch like grasping claws. Econ's brute strength carves a path through the chaos, ripping trees from the earth. Mika, a blur of motion, flits through the undergrowth, her chirps carrying desperate warnings. The jungle's fate hangs by a thread, their determination burning brighter than the encroaching flames.
In a sun-drenched jungle clearing, a playful lion and a nimble monkey share a carefree moment. The monkey swings from vines, taunting the lion with spirited antics. Their laughter echoes through the jungle, a symphony of joy that celebrates their unique friendship. Beside the jungle watering hole, Leo the lion's weakened state worries his friend. The monkey, perched nearby, notices Leo's distress and asks, "What's wrong, Leo? You don't seem yourself." Leo replies, weakly, "I feel terrible. I think I'm getting sick." Driven by friendship, the monkey ventures into the jungle's depths, embarking on a quest to find a rare herb. He faces the jungle's dangers, his every movement reflecting his resolve. With unwavering determination, he whispers, "I have to find this herb for Leo. He is counting on me." The monkey stumbles into the clearing, exhausted but triumphant, clutching the rare herb tightly. He rushes to the lion's side, a beacon of hope in his eyes, ready to administer the remedy. The lion drinks the remedy, his eyes burning with renewed hope, as the monkey watches with unwavering loyalty. The monkey watches the lion drink with unwavering loyalty. The lion, rejuvenated, embraces the monkey. Their bond, deepened by trials, shines brightly. Their playful games resume, echoing through the jungle, a symphony of joy and companionship. As the sun dips below the horizon, a warm glow envelops their reunion, painting the jungle in hues of gold and amber. In the heart of the vibrant jungle, Mika swings freely, his playful chatter echoing through the trees. Tembo enters the clearing, his massive presence a stark contrast to the delicate dance of the jungle. Mika drops to the ground, curiosity piqued by the gentle giant. They cautiously observe each other, a silent acknowledgement passing between them. On the riverbank, Tembo strains, his trunk reaching for the tempting fruits high above. Mika, nimble and eager, scurries up the tree. He plucks the ripe fruits, sending them tumbling down to Tembo. In thanks, Tembo showers Mika with a playful spray from his trunk. Under the dense canopy, Mika and Tembo seek refuge as the storm unleashes its fury. Mika's sharp eyes pierce the storm, detecting danger amidst the chaos. She points towards a cracking limb overhead. Amidst the lush forest, a monkey swings with joy, his laughter echoing through the trees. A fox approaches, showering the monkey with flattery. "Let's become friends," the fox exclaims. "I agree," the monkey responds. In the heart of the forest, the fox and the monkey begin their day, surrounded by vibrant colors and the warmth of the sun. The monkey offers food to the fox, sharing his knowledge of the forest's most bountiful trees. The fox entertains the monkey with captivating stories and playful games, their friendship appearing stronger with each passing day. The fox leads the monkey through the shadowy forest, a deceptive shortcut shimmering in the distance. Look, my friend, a shortcut. It leads directly to the banana patch. You'll be there in a flash. The monkey steps eagerly onto the leaves, unaware of the treachery beneath. The fox peers into the pit, a cruel smile twisting his features as the monkey's hope turns to despair. Trapped in the pit, the monkey cries out, his calls echoing in the oppressive shadows. Above, the fox emerges as a silhouette, then cruelly disappears, ignoring the monkey's desperate pleas for help. Hope fades into despair as the monkey watches his betrayer vanish, a chilling realization dawning in his eyes. Betrayed and alone, a surge of anger ignites within the monkey as the darkness of the pit envelops him. Climbing out of the pit, the monkey's trust turns to cold suspicion. He sees the fox, but, pointedly, looks away, a vow of caution etched into his gaze. The once playful forest now feels ominous as the monkey walks away, a shadow of his former self. Under the bright sun, a bustling village teems with life, echoing with children's laughter and the calls of vendors. From atop a fruit stall, Miko, a mischievous monkey, observes Patches, a fluffy cat with gleaming eyes. Oblivious to Miko's gaze, Patches innocently chases butterflies, its tail twitching with playful leaps. Miko approaches Patches near the fire pit, the air thick with the tempting scent of roasting chestnuts. Miko gestures towards the roasting chestnuts, declaring, "Look, Patches, delicious chestnuts, but they're too hot for my hands. If only someone could get them out." Miko tempts Patches with a sly proposition. "Perhaps someone with nimble paws like yours, Patches. Of course, you'd get your share." Patches, with eager eyes, carefully reaches into the fire pit, his excitement overshadowing the risk. He retrieves the chestnuts, one by one, his determination evident despite the wince of pain that flickers across his face with each slight burn. Miko watches, a playful smile dancing on his lips, as he encourages, "Just a few more. Patches, you're doing great." Miko gathers the chestnuts, a glint of greed in his eyes. Patches approaches, paws stinging. "Where's my share, Miko?" Miko, mouthful, shrugs, leaving Patches with nothing but burnt paws and a betrayed heart. Mikey, a playful monkey, navigates the dense jungle canopy with boundless energy. His mischievous gaze lands on an abandoned hamster wheel, sparking his curiosity. He drops to the forest floor, cautiously approaching the strange object. Hammy scurries nervously inside the hamster wheel. Lost and scared, Mikey approaches, peering into the spinning wheel with curiosity. Startled by Mikey, Hammy freezes in fear. In the heart of the dense jungle, Mikey carefully transports Hammy's world to safety. Hammy cautiously emerges, initially hesitant, then slowly warming up to Mikey's gentle demeanor. An unlikely friendship begins to blossom through simple gestures and sounds. Mikey and Hammy arrive at the riverbank, confronting a wide, swift-flowing river that presents a formidable obstacle. Mikey's keen eyes scan the landscape and fix on scattered logs, sparking a plan to construct a makeshift raft. Hammy diligently gathers twigs and leaves, adding his small contribution to their growing hope. Together, their tireless efforts culminate in a sturdy raft, promising safe passage across the treacherous river. Mikey and Hammy, exhausted yet triumphant, reach the mountaintop as the sun dips below the horizon. Side by side, they sit in peaceful companionship as the sunset engulfs the sky in a blaze of color. "We did it, Hammy. Together." Hammy squeaks happily, affirming their shared success. A monkey and a horse become unlikely friends despite their differences. The monkey, small and agile, envies the horse's strength and speed, while the horse admires the monkey's cleverness and climbing abilities. They decide to help each other overcome their limitations, leading to mutual growth and a strong bond of friendship. A lively monkey named Mika swings playfully from tree to tree, watching a strong horse named Bolt gallop across the open meadow. Mika is nimble and quick, but longs for the horse's power and speed. Bolt pauses, observing the monkey's acrobatic feats with a mixture of amusement and admiration. Mika approaches Bolt cautiously. He expresses his envy of Bolt's strength, while Bolt admits he admires Mika's climbing skills. They decide to help each other. Mika offers to guide Bolt through the forest, using his agility to navigate the dense undergrowth, while Bolt agrees to give Mika rides, allowing him to experience speed and cover distances he couldn't manage on his own. Mika is riding on Bolt's back as they ascend a steep, rocky hillside. Mika guides Bolt carefully, pointing out the safest paths and helping him avoid obstacles. Bolt uses his strength to power through the difficult terrain, trusting Mika's guidance. They work together seamlessly, demonstrating their growing teamwork and friendship. Bolt struggles to cross a wide river. Mika, perched on a nearby tree, devises a plan. He climbs down and gathers vines, weaving them into a makeshift rope. He then throws the rope across the river, securing it to a sturdy branch on the other side. Bolt uses the rope to steady himself as he wades through the water, successfully crossing the river with Mika's help. Mika and Bolt stand side by side in the meadow, watching the sunset. They have overcome numerous challenges together, their friendship strengthened by their mutual support and admiration. Mika acknowledges that he no longer envies Bolt's strength, appreciating his own unique abilities. Bolt admits that he has learned much from Mika's cleverness and resourcefulness. They share a moment of quiet understanding, their bond unbreakable. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy as Mika, a playful monkey, leaps and swings through the trees. Below, a group of rabbits gathers, their noses twitching as they forage, unaware of the playful observer above. High above, Mika watches the rabbits with amusement, his curiosity ignited by their activity. Beneath the warm sun, rabbits meticulously gather carrots and vegetables, their movements guided by Ilara. Mika's sudden descent from the trees shatters the rabbits' focused labor, scattering them in a moment of disarray. Mika's chuckle pierces the air, disrupting the harmony of their communal efforts. Ilara confronts the stranger with a sharp challenge. "Who are you, and what do you want?" Mika responds with casual curiosity. "I am Mika. I'm just fascinated by your lifestyle." A sudden storm descends upon the forest, unleashing its fury. The rabbits' burrow floods, placing them in imminent danger. Mika guides the frightened rabbits towards higher ground, seeking refuge from the rising waters. Together, they work tirelessly to reinforce a makeshift shelter. This shared experience cultivates a newfound mutual respect and understanding between them. Sunlight filters through the canopy as Mika and Boris chatter excitedly in a forest clearing, dreaming of their shared garden. Boris' eyes gleam with excitement as he declares, "Well, have the best garden in the forest, Mika." Mika's eyes sparkle with delight as he replies, "Indeed, Boris, a garden bursting with deliciousness." They both stand, anticipating the wonderful garden they will make together. Weeks later, Mika is high among the trees, carefully placing each seed in the branches. Boris is kneeling, digging deep into the earth, embedding roots with firm hands. "These roots will be the heart of our garden," Boris declares, sweat glistening on his brow. Mika's voice echoes from above, "And my leafy greens will be the crown." Under the expansive sky, Mika and Boris stand side by side, the garden stretching before them. Mika's hopeful gleam dims as he gathers the leafy tops, realizing their emptiness. Boris, with a grunt of satisfaction, unearths a mountain of potatoes, his basket overflowing with bounty. Mika's betrayal sharpens as he stares at his useless leaves, then at Boris' abundant yield. "Boris, this isn't fair! I got all the leaves, and you got all the food!" Boris retorts, with earthy wisdom. "That's how we planted it, Mika. Roots below, leaves above." In a lush green meadow, bathed in sunlight, a playful monkey seeks adventure. He spots a cow grazing peacefully in the field, curiosity piqued. Intrigued, he decides to approach her, a mischievous glint in his eyes. In the expansive meadow, a playful monkey approaches the serene cow, his initial caution giving way to mischievous antics. His initial amusement involves teasing her, pulling her tail, and throwing small pebbles, his mischievousness contrasting with her calm demeanor. The cow stands unfazed, her gentle eyes reflecting a patient tolerance as she regards the monkey's antics. Surprise flickers across the monkey's face as he pauses, his playful energy momentarily suspended by the cow's unexpected calm. In the meadow, an unlikely friendship blossoms as the monkey and the cow find solace and companionship in each other's presence. The monkey, once a trickster, now offers the cow fresh grass, a symbol of their deepening bond. Beneath the warm sun, the cow provides the monkey with shade, a quiet testament to their mutual care. Sharing water, they quench their thirst together, sealing their newfound connection in the heart of the meadow. Ominous dark clouds gather, casting shadows over the meadow as the wind howls fiercely. A lone cow stands anxious, her low moans echoing her distress as she searches for her lost calf. Driven by compassion, the monkey ventures into the storm, its small frame silhouetted against the darkening sky. The monkey guides the calf back to its mother, forging a bond of friendship and trust. Reunited, the cow nuzzles her calf, her grateful eyes meeting the monkey's in a moment of newfound friendship. In the calm after the storm, the meadow basks in the warm glow of sunset. Side by side, the monkey and the cow watch the sunset. They stand as friends, their bond forged in shared experience. Deep within the vibrant jungle, a nimble monkey observes a towering camel. The camel effortlessly reaches the highest branches, devouring the juiciest fruits. The monkey watches with envy as the camel feasts on unattainable bounty. In the heart of the jungle, a monkey's ambition ignites a spectacle of comical imitation. He strains and stretches, limbs contorting in a desperate attempt to mimic the towering camel. His awkward efforts turn painful, each grunt and groan echoing through the jungle. Jungle animals watch with mixed amusement and concern as the monkey's comical attempts reach their peak. As the sun sets, the jungle is shrouded in shadows. The monkey sits dejectedly at the base of a tree, covered in dirt and exhaustion. The camel approaches with gentle steps, asking, "Why do you try so hard to be like me, little one? You have your own gifts. Your agility and cleverness are strengths I do not possess." The monkey, still silent, finally looks up. A glimmer of understanding dawns in the monkey's eyes as he realizes true strength lies in self-acceptance. Sunlight streams through the forest canopy, painting the ground in shifting patterns of light and shadow. High above, Mika's bright eyes scan the forest from his perch, tail twitching with nervous energy. Below, Lupin wanders with a desperate gait, hope glinting in his eyes. Watching from above, a sly grin spreads across my face. Mika guides Lupin into a forest clearing, where the enticing aroma of roasting chestnuts dances in the air. Mika's desire for the chestnuts is quickly tempered by her fear. "I desire those chestnuts, but I am afraid of the fire." She proposes a bargain. "Retrieve the chestnuts, and we will share them equally." Lupin eagerly accepts the challenge. "I agree." Lupin cautiously circles the fire, his gaze never leaving the prize. A painful yelp shatters the silence as Lupin's greed turns to agony, his paws singed by the fire's wrath. Mika, a shadow in the trees, watches Lupin's misfortune with detached amusement, a silent observer of his plight. Lupin's generosity is repaid with betrayal as Mika snatches the hard-earned chestnuts and vanishes into the forest, leaving Lupin with nothing but pain and emptiness. I limp, paws throbbing, heart heavy with disappointment. The forest, once a haven, now casts long shadows of betrayal. Naive trust hardens into skepticism. I vow caution. At the jungle's edge, Raja is hungry and lost. Mika watches Raja from a high branch, his gaze filled with playful curiosity. Raja sighs, his voice echoing through the jungle. "My stomach is empty." Deeper into the jungle, Raja strains under Mika's weight, each step a battle against the thorny path. Mika guides Raja onward through the thicket, her anticipation growing with each step. Each step brings fresh pain, yet Raja presses on, driven by Mika's promise of food. Raja's pained expressions contrast sharply with Mika's carefree demeanor, creating a poignant juxtaposition of struggle and hope. Raja burst into a small clearing, his fur torn and bloodied, a sign of a desperate struggle. Mika's laughter pierces the air as she clings to Raja's back, reveling in the chaos. "Mika, get off my back!" Raja bellows, his voice a mix of pain and fury. "No way! I'm enjoying the ride too much." "You make a good horse, Raja," Mika retorts, her voice laced with amusement. Raja roars in frustration, feeling humiliated and aching under Mika's relentless teasing. Amidst the bustling village market, a playful monkey darts through the crowd, evading vendors and shoppers with ease. A loyal dog, nearby, observes the monkey's antics with amusement and curiosity. The monkey snatches a piece of fruit and shares it with the dog, sealing their unusual friendship. Emboldened, the monkey spots a tempting piece of meat hanging in the butcher shop. He stealthily snatches the meat and bolts, the butcher's furious cries echoing behind him. The dog, initially startled, succumbs to temptation and joins the chase, loyalty and hunger warring within him. Pandemonium erupts as the monkey soars across rooftops, triggering a comedic chase through the village streets. The dog weaves through the bustling lanes, a blur of fur and determination amidst the chaos. The butcher, face flushed with exertion, battles to maintain pursuit, his every step a testament to his resolve. The monkey and the dog reach the forest edge, their escape leading them into the dense woods. Temptation flickers in the dog's eyes as he looks at the meat, but loyalty prevails. With a loud bark, the dog creates a diversion, giving the monkey the chance to vanish into the trees. As the sun dips below the horizon, the monkey returns to the village outskirts, the air thick with unspoken gratitude. The dog waits patiently, a symbol of unwavering loyalty. In a gesture of heartfelt thanks, the monkey offers the dog a share of the hard-won meal. Side by side, they sit, watching the sunset paint the sky, their friendship deepened by courage and loyalty. Deep in the forest, a solitary monkey sits alone, untouched by the lush beauty around him. He sighs, the sound swallowed by the vastness of the jungle. He throws a piece of fruit to the ground, a gesture of disinterest and loneliness. In the heart of the forest, a monkey is startled by a sound in the bushes. A deer emerges cautiously from the trees, its graceful form appearing in the clearing. The monkey extends a piece of fruit, offering a gesture of peace. Side by side, they share a meal, a silent bond forming between two different worlds. In the heart of the forest, sunlight paints the ground as a monkey and a deer share laughter, grooming each other with gentle affection. Their peaceful world shatters as the ominous sound of footsteps heralds the arrival of a hunter, his predatory eyes piercing the tranquil scene. In the heart of the forest, the hunter kneels, focused on his task, unaware of the silent observer. A deer emerges from the tree line, her gaze piercing, her movements betraying a hidden pain. The hunter abandons his trap, captivated by the deer's distress, his face etched with concern. The deer lures him into a thorny thicket, a trap of her own making. Defeated and torn, the hunter stumbles from the thicket, the forest's lesson etched in his wounds. Monkey and deer embrace, their relief palpable as the forest watches. Side by side, the deer and monkey sit, silhouetted against the setting sun, their bond unbreakable. They watch the sunset, understanding that their tested friendship can overcome any obstacle. A monkey and a goat, initially indifferent to each other, find themselves trapped on a small island after a flood. Forced to cooperate for survival, they overcome their differences, build a raft together, and successfully escape the island, forming a lasting friendship in the process. A lush riverbank teems with life. A playful monkey swings through the trees, seemingly carefree. Nearby, a goat grazes quietly, paying little attention to the monkey's antics. The atmosphere is peaceful and serene, unaware of the impending disaster. A violent flood rages, sweeping away everything in its path. The monkey and goat find themselves stranded on a small, isolated island, surrounded by swirling water. They look at each other with a mix of fear and uncertainty, realizing their predicament. Days later, the floodwaters have receded, leaving behind a desolate landscape. The monkey and goat, now gaunt and weary, begin to explore the island for resources. They communicate through gestures and shared glances, slowly learning to cooperate. The monkey and goat work together to build a raft from fallen branches and vines. The monkey's agility and the goat's strength complement each other as they labor tirelessly. Their initial indifference has transformed into a shared sense of purpose. The raft floats down the river, carrying the monkey and goat towards the mainland. They paddle in unison, their eyes fixed on the horizon. A sense of hope and determination fills the air as they navigate the treacherous currents. The raft reaches the riverbank. The monkey and goat step onto solid ground, exhausted but triumphant. They exchange a knowing look, their bond forged in the crucible of survival. They are no longer just acquaintances, but friends, forever connected by their shared experience.